Good day. So, ang pag-uusapan natin is about the digestive disease called gastroparesis. So, what is gastroparesis? Gastroparesis is a neuromuscular disorder of the stomach when there's a delayed passage of gastric contents into the next part of the intestine or the small intestine where absorptions of nutrients occurs. So, if you try to search on the internet kung ano ang definition or simple definition of gastroparesis, ang lalabas doon is stomach paralysis. Pero hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung word na paralysis since kapag sinabing paralysis, it is a total loss of function. So, ang definition talaga or simple definition talaga ng gastroparesis is delayed emptying of the stomach. So, in order for us to understand gastroparesis, we have to better understand the physiology of the stomach. So, stomach is a very muscular organ and it's the next part of the digestive tract that follows the esophagus. So, since muscular organ nga siya, it has a multiple layer of muscles and it is called the outer longitudinal layer, a middle circular layer, and inner oblique layer which helps the stomach to expand, contract, propulse, and break down food throughout the process. Ring or valve that really controls the timing of the release into the next part of the intestine or the duodenum. And the rugae, it is the gastric folds which helps the food become processed and mashed and mixed with gastric acid and gastric juices. So, the first portion that food enters in the stomach is the fundus, wherein the stomach accommodates and relaxes and it actually expands to receive food. Next is the body and the antrum, where recurrent contractile waves pulverize the food and break it down into small 1 and 2 millimeter particles, where the food mixes with gastric acid and gastric juices to form chyme. So once the food has been processed and mashed into small pieces, mixed with juices and formed into chyme, it enters the final portion of the stomach, which is the pylorus, or the pylorus is responsible for propulsing the food into the small intestine. So any discoordination of any of these processes can give you symptoms of gastroparesis. Coordination of any of these processes can give us symptoms of gastroparesis. So, if our fundus fails to relax, makakaramdam tayo ng pagkahilo, pagsusuka, or bloating, or fullness. If yung pylorus natin is mag-fail na bumukas or mag-release to the small intestine, na tinatawag na pylorus spasm, the food can be retained in our stomach even once na na-process na siya into small pieces and mixed into chyme. Itakal natin yung mga causes of gastroparesis. Dito sa na-search ko, merong 4. First is idiopathic, diabetes, post-surgical, and the pyloric spasms. So, idiopathic, ito yung mga unknown reason. Kumbaga, hindi siya because of diabetes, hindi siya dahil sa post-surgical, hindi rin siya dahil sa pyloric spasm. Pero meron dito sa definition, sinasabi niya, there is gastric dysrhythmias like bradygastria which the electrical impulses of the stomach are slowed, and tachygastria where electric impulses are actually rapid and fast. But this leads to a rapid delay of stomach emptying. This actually leads more to pyloric spasm or yung food na na-process, na-retain sa stomach natin. Kahit na mix na siya sa chyme or na-process na siya into small pieces. So, next one is yung diabetes. So, usually, yung mga patient na, kung halimbawa may diabetes ka, it will take ng 10 years na nagkaroon ka ng diabetes bago ka ma-diagnose sa gastroparesis. So, let us now proceed sa diabetes. Usually, yung patient, with diabetes, it would take 10 diabetic years bago sila ma-diagnose ng gastroparesis. We know that blood glucose levels are very closely tied to gastric emptying times, and there can be marked delays in gastric emptying when the blood sugar exceeds 220 milligrams per deciliter. So, kapag yung blood sugar natin or yung blood sugar ng isang taong may diabetes, or kahit tayo na hindi tayo diagnosed ng diabetes, once na mag-exceed yung blood glucose natin into 220 milligrams, maaari tayong develop ng sakit na gastroparesis. And I think kahit yung mga normal na tao or yung mga taong walang diabetes, we should minimize yung yung sugar intake natin. Kasi anything na sobra is makakasama talaga sa katawan natin. Imagine having diabetes and gastroparesis at the same time. So, may hirapan talaga tayo. Yung post-surgical, typically the result of an injury to the vagus nerve, or it impair the relaxation of the stomach, and it can also disrupt gastric stimulation and conduction of the neuromuscular impulses, which control all those dynamic functions of the stomach. So, kung may problema tayo sa vagus nerve, mahihirapan yung stomach natin na mag-relax and once na nahihirapan na mag-relax yung stomach natin, mahihirapan tayo mag-breakdown ng food. Mahihirapan yung stomach natin na mag-breakdown ng food, and yung mga nutrients na kakailanganin ng katawan natin is hindi siya may distribute, and also may magkakaroon ng delay emptying. Yung pyloric spasm. Ito yung condition where the food retained in the stomach even once na na-process na siya and mixed into chyme. So, kapag nakakaranas tayo ng pyloric spasm, may problema tayo sa pylorus, or hindi siya nag-open, hindi siya nagre-relax para ma-propulse yung food into the small intestine.
So, I'll be discussing the sign of symptoms of gastroparesis. It may include vomiting, nausea, a feeling of fullness after eating just a few bites, vomiting undigested food after eating a few hours earlier, acid reflux, abdominal pain, abdominal bloating, changes in blood sugar levels, lack of appetite, weight loss, and malnutrition. So, if you are experiencing those kind of symptoms and it feels unusual, you should see a doctor for checkups.
Yung treatment ng gastroparesis mo. So, paano nga ba tinitreat si gastroparesis? Nakadepende siya kung ano ba yung cause ng gastroparesis mo. So, it can be chronic. So, ibig sabihin niya, it lasts a long time. So, may mga step naman na binibigay yung doctor mo para ma-manage siya, makontrol yung symptoms nito. So, si dietitian mo nagsasuggest sa'yo ng changes ng diet. So, sa changes ng diet mo, ay isasuggest niya na i-divide mo yung meal mo into 6. Diba? Usually, 3 meals tayo in a day, 3 large meals tayo in a day. So, ang gagawin natin dito, hatiin natin siya into 6 small meal. So, with that, maliles yung food sa stomach mo. So, hindi mo mararamdaman yung pagiging laging busog. Tapos, sinasuggest din niya yung pag-inom ng more liquid and then low residue foods, such as imbis na applesauce yung whole apple yung kakainin mo, substitute mo siya ng apple sauce. Tapos, drink plenty of waters din, yung mga taong merong gantong sakit. Tapos, more fluids like low-fat broth, soup, juices, and sports drinks. Tapos, pinapa-avoid din nila yung mga high-fat food. Kasi nga, yung mga high-fat food na to, si doctor mo. Including sa medication na to is yung metoclopramide, Reglan, so or Reglan. So, itong drugs na to, tinitake mo bago ka kumain. So, ang ginagawa nito is, tinutulungan niya yung muscle mo na mag-contract and mag-move para dun sa pagkain. So, tinutulungan kanyang mag-digest. Tapos, it also help with upset stomach and vomiting. Side effect nito is diarrhea, drowsiness, anxiety, and rarely a serious neurological disorder. Tapos, meron ding erythromycin. So, erythromycin, sa uri siya ng antibiotic. Erythromycin causes stomach to contract. Same din nung isa, hini-help niya yung move mo para mag-digest. Yung tulungan niya yung stomach mo para may digest yung mga food na kinakain mo. Same din ng side effect, halos. Nandiyan si diarrhea, growth of resistant bacteria if you take it for a long time. Tapos, para dun naman sa nakakaranas ng nasaya, binibigyan sila ng doktor niya ng antiemetics. So, bukod naman dun sa mga gamot na yon, may mga other treatment pa si doctor natin. Nandiyan si jejunostomy or feeding tube. Using feeding tube, nilalagay niya ito sa belly mo, papunta sa small intestine mo para pakainin ka. Since na pag may gastroparesis ka, lack yung nutrients na nakukuha mo. So, they put nutrients into the tube and they'll go directly into your small intestine. Bali this way, they skip your stomach. Diretso agad siya dun sa small intestine mo and mas napapabilis yung pagpunta ng nutrient mo dun sa bloodstream mo. Tapos, bukod naman dun sa feeding tube, meron din tayong tinatawag na botulinum toxin such as Botox. So, bali, into your pylorus, the valve from your stomach to your small intestines, ina-injection ng doctor mo. Tapos, this relaxes the valve, keeping it open for longer so your stomach can be empty. Tapos, andyan din sa electrical stimulation using electrodes na ina-attach to your stomach wall. Nag-trigger siya ng contraction din sa stomach mo para makatulong dun sa pag-digest ng food mo. Meron din tayong tinatawag na electric stimulation using electrodes.
Hello guys, so I'm here to discuss psychological controversies about gastroparesis. Number 1, evaluation of prevalence of psychopathology. Number 2, an outcome measure of anxiety, depression, and or quality of life. Number 3, is evidence of psychological intervention. To conclude, gastroparesis is associated with significant psychological distress or poor quality of life. Thank you.